अप्सरा आली, इंद्रपुरीतून खाली ती हसली गाली, चांदनी रंग महाली अप्सरा आली.
हाय हॅलो नमस्कार, मी दर्शना तांबोली राजश्री मराठीमध्ये तुमच्या सगळ्यांचं स्वागत. तर इंडियन आयडलच्या मंचावर मी आज आली आहे आणि आपल्यासमोर सध्या सगळ्यात हॅपनिंग सिंगर आहे असं मी म्हणेन, कारण त्याचं श्रीवल्ली हे गाणं खूपच भयंकर हिट होतं आहे आणि रील्स बनत आहेत आणि डोक्यावर घेतलं अक्षरशः या गाण्याला. पण श्रीवल्लीचा हा जो सिंगर आहे सिड श्रीराम, तो आता बॉलिवूडमध्ये डेब्यू करतो आहे झुंड या सिनेमातनं आणि त्यासाठीच आज ते सोनी मराठीवरच्या इंडियन आयडल या कार्यक्रमाच्या मंचावर आले. सेड आपल्यासोबत आहे. आय गेस मराठी चॅनलवरची ही त्याची पहिलीच मुलाखत आहे. हाय सेड, कसा आहेस? हाऊ आर यू?
I'm good. I'm very happy to be here.
एक बार बोलो बहुत अच्छा हो.
Thank you so much.
मी छान आहे ऐसा बोल के दिखाओ. मी छान आहे.
मी छाना है.
क्या बात है. So Sid, you are at Indian Idol sets. So what is that one thing you love most about Indian Idol?
Specifically about today, the energy. There was so much love and just genuine, good, positive energy, and the musicianship was also so beautiful. So the coming together of all that here at Indian Idol and being with Tajayatul here today was amazing time.
So Jhund is your Bollywood debut, right? So how does it feel to make your debut in Bollywood in such a big film like Jhund and with Big B?
It's mind-blowing, honestly. I've been a huge fan of Amitabh Bachchan sir for a long time, as is everyone. And in a film like this, in Jhund, directed by Nagaraj Manjule, who I've been a big fan of for a while, and these two songs that I've sung, just so beautifully, powerfully composed by Ajay Atul, I couldn't have asked for a better debut. So I'm very honored, excited, and happy to be a part of this film.
So what brief did Ajay Atul give you?
When we talked, so I was in the US and they were in Mumbai, so we were doing it in Zoom, but the brief was just get into the emotional kind of depth of the songs. With Badal Se Dosti, it's kind of this emotional, almost intimate, and then it gets big. So really getting into the softness of it and flowing with the song. With Latmar, it's this big inspirational, almost revolutionary song. So really bringing that kind of energy. So that's what they worked with me on, and I've never sung for Hindi films before. So really, making sure the pronunciation and the feel behind it was really there. So it was a great learning experience for me, for sure.
So was it difficult to sing Hindi song?
See, I've been listening to Hindi music since I was a kid. I grew up in the US, in California, and various Hindi films have kind of like been part of my soundtrack growing up. So it wasn't difficult, but I'm a perfectionist. So I wanted to make sure the first time that I did this, I created that impact, and I really respected the language. So I won't say it was difficult, but it was also a challenge of sorts. But I like challenges, so it was good.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So which is your favorite Hindi song?
My favorite Hindi song ever. So this film Pyasa, Guru Dutt's film, there's the whole soundtrack that is, and then in more like in the last 20 years, I would say the Thale soundtrack, Rahman sir. So those are like my two, and I listen to both albums quite frequently.
So how was the experience working with Ajay Atul, working with Nagaraj Manjule, and working for Hindi movie?
It was overall. Yeah, it was great. When I first got the call from Ajay ji, he had messaged me, and then I got on a Zoom with both of them. When I first spoke to them, I could already tell that they're just really good human beings. So that's always the first thing, the personal connection. It was already there. And Nagaraj Manjule has worked on such important films, films that really make statements. And so, for me, I was always waiting. I wanted my entry into Bollywood to be one that was a significant one and something I could really feel proud of. So it was an experience where the whole time I was just filled with pride and I mean the music speaks for itself. So yeah.
So Sid, we heard you were singing Apsara Ali. Yes. So which is your favorite Marathi song?
So that one, and then there's also this Kumar Gandharv song that it's like a more semi-classical song, Uthi Uthi Gopala. So that's one that I've been listening to a lot. I come from a Carnatic music background, so because of that, I kind of his voice, Kumar Gandharv's voice, is just something that really has captured me. So that's another song that I really love.
So अगर life में कभी भी if you get opportunity to sing for Marathi, so then
I'm hoping it happens this year. I'm waiting and hoping it happens with Ajay Atul for one of Nagaraj Manjule's Marathi movies. So I think it'll happen. I'll manifest it into existence.
अभी अभी अपने स्टेज पे अप्सरा अली गाया एंड देन झुंड का भी गाना गाया. उठी उठी गोपाळा इज़ योर फेवरेट सॉन्ग फ्रॉम मराठी. सो ये सबको मिला के अगर एक गाना हो जाए एंड देन योर एक्सपीरियंस सिंगिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ अजय अतुल तो
It's awesome. This is actually our first time meeting in person. We've done all our recording remote. We've talked on the phone a lot. Then, so it was just, I'm happy that this is the time that we got to meet in such a beautiful occasion here at Indian Idol Marathi. And it was great fun. You know, the energy on stage was really good. And they're loving human beings. So you look out while I was singing and they have these big smiles on their face. It was great. Really great.
सो अप्सरा अली की 2 lines.
Sure. I'll sing the hook. अप्सरा आली इंद्रपुरीतून खाली ती हसली गाली चांदनी रंग महाली अप्सरा आली.
सेड श्रीवल्ली के बारे में मैं क्या कहूँ. एवरीवन इज क्रेजी फॉर दैट सॉन्ग. रील्स एंड एवरीथिंग, मतलब वर्ड्स नहीं है वो सब के बारे में बोलने के लिए. सो ये सब कितना ओवरवेलमिंग है.
When we were recording that one, it felt like a special song with DSP, and there was some magic in it. So, but what I try to do when I'm recording, I try not to think, is this going to be successful or not? I just in the moment. But it's been beautiful, you know, just to have a song that's really become pan-Indian, has traveled across the country and then overseas as well. It's an honor. I'm humbled, and I just hope that I get to continue doing this more and more and more.
थैंक यू सो मच सिड इतनी अच्छी बात करने के लिए एंड विश यू वेरी ऑल द बेस्ट. झुंड रिलीज़ हो रहा है 4 तारीख को. ऑल द बेस्ट एंड वी आर वेटिंग मराठी में आप कब आएंगे एंड कब गाना गाएंगे. थैंक यू सो मच एंड मेनी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much.